Hey guys, it's Brian, Socal Supermoto, and this week we're going to look at knee down versus foot out versus neither, neutral, because we feel like it. Really interesting. So, road neutral, road knee down, road foot out. So now we're going to do it here at Socal Supermoto corporate headquarters. So what we're going to do is go into the world of imagination, pretend like we're at the track and we're about to go ride, and then we'll come back and talk about it right after we rode. So we're going to go today and we're going to test that we actually did yesterday. We are going to test basically knee down versus foot out versus staying neutral on the bike. And a lot of people will talk about this. And one of the common things that you hear, the real quick and dirty is kind of three different points here. One, the fastest is honestly going to be whatever you feel the most comfortable doing. So you'll hear it all the time, people saying that foot out is faster, the fastest riders in the world go foot out, therefore you should go foot out. The problem with that is that you're not the fastest rider in the world, and I'm not either. And when you come to intermediate and semi-fastish people, the reality is the way that you feel the most comfortable is going to be the fastest way. So that's number one. Number two, the other general thing is faster tracks, faster turns. In general, knee down is going to be faster, tighter track, foot out is going to have a big advantage. And the third thing is you should probably ignore all this and just do whatever you feel like doing, because unless you're getting a paycheck from riding, you should probably just do whatever the most fun is. There's nothing inherently wrong with riding at foot out or knee down. But what we're going to do today is go out and do laps going foot out. We're going to do neutral, or just basically staying neutral on the bike, and knee down. I'm going to do kind of a semi-spirited pace. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to go out there, ride those three. You can take a look at the clips, see which one you think looks better, looks safer, looks faster. And then we'll come back and talk about my impressions and basically how each of them felt, and also look at lap times to see what the actual results are. But yeah, you can take your guesses now, and then we'll look at the times and look at the clips and take it from there. Here we are at the racetrack where I just got off the motorcycles riding, and I'm hot and dirty and sweaty, and now we're going to evaluate how that went. First off, was like 2 seconds off my lap record, which is embarrassing. There was two issues. One was new sealant on the track, which is actually very sticky. But I just because I've been riding there so long and it was new, I was a little bit hesitant, a little bit sketched out by it. But talking to the carters, they're actually running a second per lap faster, which is insane. Let's get right to the results. I did semi-spirited laps. I was kind of consistent with all of them. The other main issue with lap times is my bike would not stay in fifth gear. It just, as soon as I give it any revs at all, it would pop out, which was requiring me to basically brake ridiculously early, and that didn't do so well for my lap times. But mid corner was the same, so it seems fair, even though I was having issues to evaluate it. All right, so it goes like this. Very, very simple. The slowest was the neutral. The biggest problem with neutral, it felt great. It was fine on braking, fine on transitions. The problem is, as soon as you lean the bike at all, your foot's getting in the way, which brings up one of the points I always talk about with foot out riding. The least important part of foot out riding is what your foot's doing. It's basically the main advantage of it is that when you're balanced and you're on top of the bike and flicking it from side to side, it just gives you a lot more room. You don't have to worry about dragging your foot and or getting anything pinched under there. So I just felt like I had to hold back. So yeah, I do most of my normal transitions neutral, like going through the S's and that sort of thing. But when it came to the tight hairpins, it was just brutal trying to get through there and getting really sketched out, thinking that you're going to pinch your foot. And just having it kind of get in the way. So that really slowed things down. Neutral, 2 seconds per lap slower. Knee down was 1 second per lap slower. And again, these are huge differences. And then foot out was by far the fastest. It was 2 seconds faster. Or either foot out or a kind of combo, meaning staying neutral through like the S turns. A bit leaned off on the sweeper, but for the most part being pretty much pure foot out on the rest of it. So that was me. I think it'll be interesting to do the exact same thing with somebody who has more of a road racing background, and I'm guessing that they're going to be faster, but we can try that out as well. They'll be faster going foot out. So when it comes down to it, I really think the fastest way around the track, and if you're not pro level rider, you're an average level rider, is going to be whatever you feel the most comfortable doing. So try both. Try it all. Obviously neutral is just not going to work on any kind of tight track, but on a go-kart track, experiment with foot out and knee down, see what's faster, and then more important than that, see which one you enjoy more. I mean, these are toys. They're good to get training in them because they're very dangerous, very expensive toys. But so much of the things that you need to know in track days, what feels fast and what is fast, are two separate things. And a lot of times in order to get fast on the bike, you kind of have to go against a lot of your natural instincts. So that's why it's good to get trained up. But after that, do what you enjoy doing more. If you're racing, simply take your lap times and after experimenting with both and do the one that's faster for you. So that's it. I hope that was helpful. If you could give us a like, subscribe, come out, sign up for a class, go buy a hat. This is an old hat I found in my closet. We don't even have these anymore, but we have other ones. They're probably a lot better. But yeah, thanks for having us, and hope to see you at the track.